I do not ask to be shown your purpose, but only that you direct my path. This quote was stated by David Wilkerson in the 2011 audiobook version of The Cross and the Switchblade. If there was a quote that summarized David Wilkerson's life, it would be that one. David Wilkerson not only had an unshakable faith, but he put that faith to the test when he reached out and began to minister to teen gang members in New York City and established what we know today as Adult and Teen Challenge. David Wilkerson, his faith was built on love for God and a love for people. He knew that there was a work to be done, but it was beyond him to do it by himself. He walked knowing that he would do everything he could in obedience and sacrifice, and that God would finish the good work that he was starting. World Challenge Incorporated posted a video in 2011 titled, "A Tribute to the Life and Ministry of David Wilkerson." This video explains how Wilkerson made a bold move to turn off the TV and begin to pray. This led to a humbling movement of God. It was during this time that Wilkerson was led to an article about some teen gang boys that were on trial for murder. This spurred the desire for the teen gang evangelism. At this time, Wilkerson was a country preacher in Pennsylvania. He went through many trials to establish a reputation with these gang members, and it was successful. He believed that these gang members were loved by God where they were, and God also understood what they were looking for. The website Justice Policy published an undated article titled "Gang Wars." In this article, it explains how gangs manifested through the immigration of African Americans and Puerto Ricans to the U.S. that were subject to racial discrimination in jobs, which led to poor housing in the poorest of neighborhoods. David Wilkerson was aware of these social issues, and he desired to surround these gang members with love and also the assistance that he could provide. In the 2011 audiobook, The Cross and the Switchblade, Wilkerson describes some of these gangs, such as the Chaplains and the Mau Mau's, that he became close with. He had compassion on these gangs and an understanding that they needed that new birth life for them to be able to overcome the things that they were facing. Through these relationships, and then also through the stirring of the Spirit, the organization Teen Evangelism was birthed. It is now what we know as Adult Teen Challenge. This organization was birthed with Wilkerson, a couple of individuals, and 20 college students. According to the Teen Challenge USA website, there is now over 200 Adult Teen Challenge programs across the U.S. Wilkerson desired to have a home full of love and assistance for these teens, and that is what they established. He knew these teens were bored and lonely and needed this love. Wilkerson and the individuals that were involved began to work in street ministering. They would go out to the street and minister to these teens. Within the first month of teen evangelism being open, they impacted over 500 teen lives. David Wilkerson's faith, his relationship with these gang teens, and also the establishment of Adult and Teen Challenge are all areas worth recognition. I believe that his vision and his story is inspiring and encouraging to us that we can, by his example of his faith, walk in our own faith in obedience to the Spirit, to see our own move of God. Thank you.